Welcome back guys, Slowback here and welcome to another Total War Warhammer battle replay. This is a match we played on Twitch last night, which was myself as Chaos up against the mighty Greenskins. Let's go through the armies really quickly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 units of Forsaken for myself. Of course, Forsaken do a massive amount of damage. I've got the double Shaggoth and old Big Daddy Shaggoth himself, Kolak in there as well. We've got a Chaos Sorcerer of Death up in the air on the Manticore, and that's it for my army. There's nothing too fantastic about it. For the opponent, we've got Morgrub's Mangy Marauders, which of course is the Regiment of Renowned Goblin Wolfrider Archers with that lovely armor-piercing damage there. Got a really solid front line here of 1, 2, 3, 4 units of Blackhawks. Got himself a lovely giant. 3 units of Orc Boy Biggins hidden in the trees over here. He's got the lovely Rusty Arrows. Night Goblin Shaman with Itching Nuisance, the Double Lord Squad with the Goblin Big Bosses, both on the Spider, and the Night Goblin War Boss with War and Stand Your Ground. Right, so this match was really just like an indication, or an example, I suppose would be a better way of saying it, it's not over until it's over, right? So this army of mine is not going to beat this front line because these are all heavily armoured troops, of course being the Blackhawks. Forsaken don't have any armour piercing damage, although they do a heck of a lot of damage, but they do not have armour piercing damage, which is going to play out as we go through. Now I tried to Spirit Leech this Lord here, but apparently I misclicked and it didn't, and I'm actually ended up going to Spirit Leech this Goblin Big Boss. But the whole point of my army is to destroy the enemy leadership as fast as possible. And I do mean as fast as possible. We're going to see that in all its glory very, very shortly. Right, let's get down in here and have a look. Come on, boys. Here comes the big Shaggoths. Come on, lads. Get on them. Right, Manticore's down. Here comes the boys. Bang! And again. Bang! And that's it. That's it. He's routing. He's off. Now we're going to focus on the Night Goblin Shaman. Try and smash him down. Look at that. 1 round each, basically. Just absolutely destroyed that. We are going to escort this Night Goblin War Boss off the map with our lovely Chaos Sorcerer there. But as you can see with our front line, it's just getting absolutely decimated. Yeah, these two here are not actually doing anything at all. Unfortunately, these two are not doing anything at all. My left flank just got absolutely destroyed, as we would expect, right? Forsaken not going to go very well against the Blackhawks, but most people don't bring Blackhawks anymore, so you can kind of get away with this type of build. Sorry, you missed one. One of the Golden Big Bosses did get absolutely dumpstered as well, and we're obviously focusing on the last one here. Kolak's taking a lot of damage as well from the 3 units of Orc Boy Biggins. They of course have that lovely anti-large buff, which is giving, if I can see it, 30. I think it's plus 12 on the anti-large anyway, from memory. Can't quite get it there. See it. There we go. Plus 12 anti-large, yeah. So they do actually a hell of a lot of damage versus large targets, of course, with that anti-large. Now I managed to push in on the back here and get these Forsaken in to give us a wee bit of extra damage. These guys are relatively well armoured, not tremendously, but relatively well armoured. So Forsaken will do a decent amount of damage. They're going to try and drop some bombs here. That's Kolak's ability, of course, trying to smash those Blackhawks. Kolak not very healthy. Again, fighting those 3 units of Orc Boy Biggins is not really what you want Kolak to do. A couple of units of mine coming in on the back, they just have rejoined the battle. They need to get over here. Giant's still really healthy, and 1, 2, 3 units of really healthy Blackhawks. 1 unit of Blackhawks taking a wee bit of damage, but nothing too tremendous. That Night Goblin Big Boss did get escorted off the map, and now we're going to escort this guy off the map as well, with our flyer, of course, to just get him out of there. And unfortunately for me, this Night Goblin Shaman did actually come back. It was one we did not escort off the map, which we should have. The unit of Forsaken here, still full health. This is one of the ones that I didn't use at the start, just kind of stuck him out the side there, those 2 units. He's just going to come over and try and support my Lord Squad, which is... my 2 Shaggoths are healthy. Kolak's not healthy at all. We just want to destroy the rest of these Orc Boy Biggins, because that's obviously with the anti-large damage. That's where a lot of the extra damage is going to come from. So we're just going to try and smash these boys as fast as we can before this massive squad of Blackhawks and the Giant turn up, right? Because this is basically all we've got left. These 3 and these, and obviously our Chaos Sorcerer as well. He's flying around somewhere. There he is over there. Being chased by the Morgrub's Mangy Marauders as well. With their lovely armor-piercing damage, they will do a lot of damage versus the Chaos Sorcerer. Right, this unit of Orc Boy Biggins has been routed. This unit's been routed as well. This one's been routed as well. I think from memory they just go all off the map. Chasing them, escorting them off the map, if you would. Oh, and we've actually caught the Mangy Marauders as well. But this Chaos Sorcerer doesn't do a hell of a lot of damage. As you can see there, he's actually getting quite beat up. trying to fight against these Marauders, which is interesting. And with their armor-piercing damage, they just rip him apart. We're trying to come over and support as best we can to try and just shoo these away. Of course, these are very, very fast, coming at 92 Shaggoths, so no slow buggers there, though, either. They're coming in with 78 speed, but obviously not enough to catch these. But we just want to try and escort him. As you can see, he's starting to rout, or on the verge of routing, so we wanted to try and obviously rout that off, because there's still a lot of damage that is capable of being done by these. So we want to just try and rout those and get those off the field as quick as possible. But then I kind of realised, right, I'm not going to be able to catch that. I'm not going to be able to catch that. The leadership did come up a wee bit, so I thought, well, go back and try and smash them again. But no, we cannot catch those guys at all. They're not going to be caught, no matter what we do. No matter what we do. So we've still got the 1, 2, 3 healthy units of Blackhawks coming across. And this unit of Blackhawks has taken quite a wee bit of damage. The Giant's still at full health. Obviously going to be a massive threat. The Giant's damage there, 530 armor piercing damage, is actually higher than the Shaggoths, coming in at 420. But these guys, I believe these guys have a wee bit of anti-large. Anti-large or anti-infantry, one of those two. I can get on them. Stop clicking on the Giant, please. This thing's so annoying. No, I can't show you. Anti-infantry or anti-large bonus they do have in there as well, which makes them very, very good. This was a nice dodge as well by my opponent. Dropped obviously the the lightning bolt or whatever it is from Kolak, but he managed to dodge it in time with this pretty slow unit, so that's pretty interesting. He did pretty well there. I like it. I've got an itchy nuisance coming down from this shaman, which I kind of should have realised at that point, right, that he's still around, but I didn't really. We're just waiting for a Fade Abuna to get it onto this unit of Blackhawks here, and hopefully try and smash that dude down as fast as we can. Kolak is probably going to go down. As you can see, his leadership is starting to waver. We're going to charge on the back, try and do a wee bit of morale damage. Yeah, Kolak's probably going to go down, so it's really coming down with our Shaggoths, right? But they have to try and take out this Giant, who's not very easy to take out for a couple of Shaggoths. We're trying to get in there and do as much damage as we can. Kolak is now routing. I believe he routs right off the map. There's nothing I can do to stop that. 578 or 577 health, I should say, and routed off the map. Yeah, not tremendous for me, of course. So all we're trying to do is smash the lower health Blackhawks and try and make them rout off, all the while trying to soak as much damage as possible from this Giant, which, you know, may work, may not work. We will see, we will see. This unit of Blackhawks here is starting to rout. Still a wee bit of health on it. Where are we? 480 health on that one. Is starting to rout. The second unit is starting to rout as well. This is one we put the Faded unit on, so that one's obviously going down. Still got this unit here of Blackhawks, which is relatively healthy, and so this one here as well. Obviously 2,500 life on that one, and I think about 3k on that one. Yeah. And my Shaggoths are taking a lot of damage. This one's down to 2.5k. This one's still got 4k, but he's tanking this Giant. And another itchy nuisance coming down, of course, reducing the weapon damage by a lot, and also, more importantly, I think, maybe that melee attack. And as you can see, minus 34 melee attack. Basically, I think that Chaos Sorcerer just has no melee attack, so he's not hitting. And the Dragon Ogre is coming down to 24, which is obviously not fantastic. You're not going to be hitting a lot with that. And when you only swing one weapon at a time, it takes a wee while. Right, so this Dragon Ogre Shaggoth has routed with 1,200 life. He may come back. He may come back. Right, so it's really up to this one Shaggoth. Can he do it? 2 units of Blackhawks, a pretty healthy Giant. Lost about 10% of his health, but in this sort of situation, it's still very, very healthy, right? So yeah, just to continue on, trying to just smash these Blackhawks as quick as we can. Again, they're very healthy, but these, obviously, Shaggoths do have a hell of a lot of armor-piercing damage. Chaos Sorcerer routed off as well. Major Marauders came in and did a wee bit of damage to him. The Shaggoth is coming back. That unit of Forsaken that we had is gone. Basically, what you see in front of me here is all I've got left. The little Chaos Sorcerer being escorted off there. He's not going to come back. Yeah, just trying to smash these Blackhawks. There we go. Just extra damage. This dude does not have a lot of health left, about 3k. This other unit of Blackhawks has come back into the fight. Another itchy nuisance coming down. That is the third one that's hit in this wee engagement that we've had over this side of the map. This one is now routing. Bit of splash damage onto this one, made that one rout as well. 400 health left on this one. He did pull his Giant out to try and shoo away this Shaggoth, and obviously I'm going to run it away because I don't want to be dealing with this in a 1v1 when my Shaggoth's on 1200 life and the Giant's on almost 7k. That's just not going to work for us, right? We just continue to try and smash down the rest of these Blackhawks. Yep, they're routed now. We're going to focus on this Giant. Can we do it? There's only 1200 health, 1800 on that. We've got 3k health between us, but of course we've got 2 weapons attacking to his 1. Started on 7k life. We're just smashing this Giant as fast as we can. Got to get him down. It's all coming down to this. Poke the Giant. Smash him with your axe. Smash him, boys. A couple of Black Orcs in the back there, just going flying. Hit him, boys, hit him. That's a massive club from that giant, though. He's not down. Well, he's down, but he's not out, right? He's down, but he's not out. Still got 1,000 life left on that giant. Basically, one hit on any of my Shagos will make them, either of them, rout, so we've got to be real careful here. Right, let's see. Let's see. Hit the giant again. Hit him again, boys. Another itchy nuisance coming down. The giant's been knocked down again. He is not out of it yet. He is not out of it yet. Here he comes. Back up. Back up, boy. And... smash! Double smash! He's down this time. He's down for the count this time. My god. This match was so close, guys. This match was so close. Shagos pulled it out there with 690 and 1,000 life respectively left. Going to kill off the rest of this Night Golden Shaman. And that's going to cause a mass rout for the Greenskins. So close, guys. It was such a close match. As we go to the end screen, you'll see my Forsaken pretty much did nothing, right? They got absolutely wrecked by this front line of Black Orcs. Shagos did obviously very well. That carried us 112, 91 kills on them, 67 on Kolak himself respectively, 20 on our Chaos Sorcerer. This guy picked up 71. I think this was the one we pulled in the end there to attack into these Orc Boy Biggins, do quite a bit of damage to them, which is very well. Well played to my opponent. It was a very close match. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. We will see you next time.